And I'm Frema Edunyame. And as you well know, the Upside Down Show, we celebrate people who are doing so well. And that is why today we are talking to one person who is ensuring that they'll bring smiles to the faces of the less privileged in society. Don't go anywhere. Right after this break, we'll bring in our guest, and then we have a great show for you.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva pop too, and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
You say you love me, but I don't know if I love you too. And I know you want me, but I don't know if I want you to. Oh yes, you are. You're my first love. One thing that I know, you're my first love. I don't know why don't allow you to love me like you should. 'Cause I've got no money, time, class, food, or nothing, but you love me anyway. Oh yes, you are. You're my first love, baby. One thing that I know, you're my first love. You will remain my first love. Ejume, atiti and temi, yeah. I was sigume, Debian yum rebiara. I just want my baby to come back to me. Me don't come now, or don't from her. I chichri me, or don't from me. I chichri me, or don't from me. I'm a want to me. Sunomo, or Bessima, Madani Sujani, baby, why? I feel so lonely into your sumba, Makwa Kojina, and Quantaneja, a friend, some forget a kendo. Mon farming to your brand man, I'm a fino. Autumn from me, a chitrim ye. Autumn from me, I'm a what you mean. To me, Anansesem, all day, Anansesem. But to me, Anansesem, all day, Anansesem. But to me, Anansesem, all day, so would you Jimmy Soa? Na me tima ya me de all day, me do. Machia, Bedino, or Dway, Mamentone, and on never mammy was a pet. Hinty to me an answer, all day an answer, but to me an answer, all day to me an answer. But to me, an answer, Mateo, I see your double semi. In one corner, I cannot set to chromusio. Mateo, I see your double semi. In one corner, I cannot set to chromusio. Ain't he cause so I did me. Tramin ya won't pay, now tetramma was your inti. To me, Anansesem, all day, Anansesem. But to me, Anansesem, all day, to me, Anansesem. But to me, Anansesem. Emra mishia pia kubino, nami obabuno, memba me wasem. Amen. Yadoya humpa, akono bonintino, bese kasheyo. Yet your dotsna bea fibako. In tawa vintino, oseni buafu, ujamia rewa, and otino, make hantam be said. Oh, don't want that if you say, dear, me should be you. Ain't your comia, no more comio, erame. Oh, don't comia, no more comio. Oto komia, nawo komia, ame. love goes where love is. That's what Mama said. But I can't deny that I don't feel that way. Send me what's I don't for no one I want. Now me quad do. Na dio do dear means you know. Or do dear. Take your love forward do. Na me mean do be. Ujami areho. And untino me can't say. Or don't want to dear. Mimbo being. Though I'm hungry for love, but I won't bite. I'd rather starve from the hunger of love. Otokumya, nobokumya. Otokumya. Nabokumyo Irame Rock'em feel 'em all, kiss 'em all, oh don't until my amra. Rock'em all, feel 'em all, kiss 'em all, oh don't until my amra. I want to me, oh I want to me. Oh, don't come.
Wow. Wow.
What a perfect tune for a perfect moment.
I know, right?
I just love this. Wow.
Tell me about the marriage between the old and the new.
You know,
Yeah.
such a great
And I'll present Rama
marriage.
Black as the cake.
Oh,
on
tell
the
me
day.
about it.
Absolutely beautiful. Great performance there, Rama Black. It is, and we so do love it. Yeah. Frames,
Yes.
it's that type of evening.
Yeah,
we get to
yeah.
do our thing. Yeah.
Right, so you know, our guest for today is a gentleman that we met not long ago. But I've seen a lot of what he's done. I'm sure you've seen his
Absolutely
work.
fantastic work.
I
Yeah.
saw videos of him in certain rural areas, you know, trying to bring sanity in certain spaces, helping school children
Yeah.
and all.
Yeah.
And then when we met, we also had a conversation, and I felt, oh, wow, you know, so I think this is a cause that we can further have much more conversation
Indeed,
about. You know.
indeed, indeed.
You have a daughter.
Yes, I do.
So your problem, to a very large extent, is solved. You know, because most of the times we get NGOs who are supporting the girl child,
Yeah.
this woman, the dada female, everything about the
Yeah.
species that were created last by God.
Yeah.
You know, but you also ask yourself that whilst we are grooming all the girls, you know, to be responsible, to be great personalities and all, who is taking care of the boys?
It's a huge conversation. I sat somewhere and then one gentleman amongst us was like, Charlie, we're using all our resources to empower the girls while disempowering
You know,
the boys. I mean, we say gender balance.
Gender balance.
Gender
if
equality.
you're not careful with affirmative action and all, now the boys will be left behind.
So we'll do, and then the women will overtake. And then later we'll start doing what? Boys empowerment or
Boys
what?
empowerment. I'm very much interested in this because I have boys.
Yeah, you have
so,
boys,
So I'm very
yeah.
much interested in
Yeah.
this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one gentleman. He is a blogger, but he goes beyond the blogging that you know in this
Exactly.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is making sure that he brings smiles to the faces of people who don't have in society, ensuring that he also contributes his own quota to national development. Please help us welcome our guest, the Kobe Chain.
Yes, sir. Bossman.
Hey, you
Okay.
shut down.
Good to see
We
you.
see you,
Hey,
yes.
now,
You shut down. Where do you think you're going?
This show is big, you know. So Thank you so much.
Kobe, you
Hi,
are.
thank
Are you a
you.
performing artist or you're a blogger?
No, I mean, I'm a blogger, you know. I don't know your perception when it comes to the blogging, you know, community and how you want us to look, but
Yeah, but tell
probably
me,
maybe
this
will
is
give you.
a O2 Arena performance channel.
You're super looking, you know.
Thank you.
But
thank
does
you.
it pay blogging?
Yes, it depends on how you want to, you know, it is subjective.
Are you making money?
Money?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
of course. By God's grace, the fact that I can take care of my wife and my kids and to some, you know, to a larger extent, my extended family.
How
By
many
God's
children
grace,
do you
I have
have?
2 girls.
2 girls.
Yeah, 2 amazing girls.
Is that
Oh,
why
wow.
you're so much interested in grooming the boys, just to have perfect boys for your girls?
Absolutely, because it's also part. I don't want to groom, because looking at myself and my wife, the kind of training we are giving to our girls will be very scary for them to grow up to meet a stubborn boy at the top, you know, and so it's very concerned
Yeah.
for me to actually use my platform to advocate, you know, because I'm sure probably my girls will be quite disappointed to know or to grow to realize that Daddy had all this influence in Ghana and you never amplify the fact that we should empower the boys. Why didn't you do that?
Exactly.
You know, because even at their stage, they are 6 years and 4 years, the kind of question they ask me these days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
you'll be
I know,
surprised.
yes, I know why they will ask me. And so, as a blogger or as an influencer, I always, and your preamble suggests, I always have wanted to use my platform to advocate for something, you know, positive that generation or posterity will, you know, come to appreciate. So that's the reason. I mean, I know there are a lot of things or factors, but it's one of the reasons that I'm
We'll
back
be
on this.
going into your childhood. Perhaps you picked up the influence from there. Something might have happened back then that informed your decision that, okay, if I have the opportunity, then this is what I'm going to do. So tell us about growing up, your family, who you were then, what it was like growing up with your siblings, if any, and all that. But did you know he's Augustus?
Oh, did you study literature?
That's his name.
No, that's my name.
No, I get that. But did you study literature?
No, why?
No, because if you are called certain names, you have to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
literature. You know, if you are
You should be acting
Yeah.
Caesar and things.
exactly, if you are called Caesar, if you are called Augustus, if you are called Agamemnon, you have to do.
My dad told me that he actually read about Augustus Caesar and how powerful he was at the time, and so he wanted to name me after him. And I'm sure that's the
Well,
reason
it's
why.
not far from right. I mean, it's
Of
impacted
course,
you.
you
Exactly.
live
Yeah.
to expectation.
In your own space, in your own
humble.
world, you have some power and you're
Thank
making a
you.
difference. You're using it positively.
So
Absolutely.
you were just about telling us about growing up and.
Yes, I grew up in a small town in the central region, Aguna Diakwa.
Okay.
I was born and raised there. My mom just retired last year in Nest at the Salvation Army Hospital, and my dad is still active with the Ghana Fire Service Band.
Okay.
So the Fire Service headquarters, my dad is there. But even before Fire Service, my dad
What's
used
your
to,
dad's name?
Mr. David Crantinche.
Okay.
My mom is Selina Barr.
Okay.
So before my dad joining the Fire Service band, he was actually also working with Salvation Army, and he was in charge of their rehabilitation center, where he was taking care of children who are physically challenged.
So that's where they met, huh?
Yes, so my dad was actually the one building calipers and crutches
Okay.
for children who are disabled. So I grew up playing with these children that most of my friends didn't want to relate to. And so my environment contributed to me doing what I do today, because I will close from school and I'll play with children with cerebral palsy, you know, physically challenged. I help them put their wheelchairs, play with them all over the place.
But
so
why?
I don't know. I mean, I had a soft spot for children who are physically challenged and anything related to humanity. I just didn't want to just do anything else, but just be part of them. So I closed from school, my friends will be playing, but I will be with children who are suffering with cerebral palsy, physically challenged. And that's,
But
I
you
mean,
were also a child then. I mean, for a child after school, you just want to
Exactly.
go play with your friends. and
Yeah,
all
I'm
that.
sure. I think
Or
that-
did you have it also? You felt that, well, you needed to create space or room for the others?
No, because I told you my mom is a nurse and my dad works with them. So literally, my life has always been around these, evolved around these children. And even, yes, I mean, I had the opportunity to play outside, but my full concentration was how I had that, you know,
That soft spot for them.
exactly, for
Yeah.
children. And it has transmitted in all my doings, even till now. You
Tell
know,
us about your education.
so I went to my mom told me one thing, that when my granddad was coming to die, he told her that, I want you to take your children to good schools, regardless whether you have money or not. Because number one, apart from them having, that education, that rudiments of the educational level, I want them to have better classmates.
Very necessary in today's world.
Exactly. So,
very, very important.
Your grandfather saw into the future.
I went to Greenfield Preparatory School at Aguna Swedro.
Okay.
I think it's a twin town, Aguna Duakwa and Aguna Swedro. So every day we're coming to Swedro. And then our time was when we had a computer placement.
Okay.
And so you can imagine, after attending one of the best international schools in the central region, I was posted to, before that, where do you both think that?
We don't know.
No, I mean, just on top of your head. If you are going to give me any high school, looking at what I do and,
No, you see, from how you started, you also don't want to say something.
Or just mention any
Because
high
I was going
school.
to mention a school, and I felt, so...
What school?
No, I don't want to mention.
Oh, come on. Feel free, just
Because-
mention
One of the schools in the central region.
Yeah, I mean, so just mention. Looking at me, I mean, just, you should be able to figure something
I'm a
out.
schoolboy.
You?
Swear school.
Swear school? No. So I went to, you don't know. I went to Yankomasi Ahinkro Senior High School.
I'm sorry.
You know the school?
No.
It's not like
You've
I'm
not heard it?
laughing. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing.
Exactly. No, you can feel free to laugh.
No, I'm not laughing.
I don't
No,
see
say
anything
the
wrong
name
with
of the school again.
Yankomasi Ahinkro.
Calm down, relax.
Yankomasi.
Yankomasi.
Yes.
Yankomasi Ahinkro.
Senior High School.
But it's okay.
Nice. But you Charlie,
You wouldn't
won't say
expect.
that. You wouldn't be
It
expecting,
doesn't.
But did you pass?
No,
Yes.
is that not what is important?
And I was
And the
posted
computer
there.
decided to
Yes.
take it
So
there.
at that time, yes, 206, 207. And the government just had to send us across board. Regardless of your grade, wherever. I got there and I started crying.
Why are you crying?
Have you heard of
Just-
Ameniampon Senior High School?
I know
But
Ameniampon, of course.
Okay.
What were you going to say about Ameniampon,
No, I'm
by the
asking if
way?
he's heard of it.
Yeah, I know Ameniampon.
Yeah.
At least we know Ameniampon, but
Because that's where I went.
Yankomasi.
Ahinkro Senior High School, Kwame Nas.
It's like him for me.
No,
So it's on the
no, what's the
Sanford
short,
stretch.
what's the short for?
Nas.
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 AKA Kwame Nas.
But
Kwame
Nas
Nas. Kwame Nas.
What from the
The
Kwame?
Kwame is what?
I mean, I went to meet
You went
them.
to meet him?
Yeah.
So your school, though.
The school was started on the Saturday.
Kwame Nas.
Well, so
Kwame
once
Nas.
people are saying that, I went to Adisco, I went to Muncha, I went to Prempe, I
Nas.
went to
Nas.
No,
we went to Nas.
Exactly. And my
No, it's a
there.
Kwame for me.
yeah.
Was that how you were describing the school, Kwame Nas?
Yes, I don't know. It was something
first
that,
head-
every senior high school, they have their own terminologies.
The headmaster
You
was,
know?
the first headmaster of the school was Kwame or something.
I don't know.
You don't know?
But the headmaster I went to meet at that time was Amo Mensah. Yeah, Mr. Amo Mensah.
But why were you crying? I mean, what was about it?
'Cause I
Where
look-
did you want to go in the first place?
I chose Adisco, Suez School, Boucher, all these top schools. And literally, almost all my mates, they went to these schools. But for me, I went there. I mean, myself and a couple of others.
But looking back today, okay, would you say it impacted you positively or still now?
Positively.
Okay.
Positively, because I noticed my dad told, because when my dad was leaving at that moment, he said, I don't have money to change your school. However, stay here and make me proud.
What did you study?
General arts.
General
Yes,
arts?
so
Your
after,
combination?
what?
Your combination? What and what?
I did economics,
Okay.
and I did elective maths, and I did geography. Yes,
A1.
Right.
yes. And so from there, then I went to University of Education, Uniba,
Okay.
to read music education.
Ooh.
Because my dad plays trumpet, so I
Yes,
learned how to
yes.
play the trumpet at age 12. So
So you
junior
played
high school,
trumpet?
yes, junior high school I was playing trumpet, senior high school I was playing, and then, because I had media
Oh, senior
and
high school, you had a
music.
brass band?
Yeah.
no,
No,
that's
I wasn't
fine.
band, no.
It was a school band.
It was a school, the whole school was me that was having trumpet.
So it
There
was
wasn't
your
any school
trumpet.
brand new
So-
regimental band. No, it was my own personal
Still
trumpet.
on behalf of the school.
No, they don't have. No.
So you were the school band?
They don't, yes, they don't have.
Wow.
Once in a while, I'll just, Gamsu, Pensa, I'll just go and play. And I went to Winneba to read the music. So I'm a full professional teacher.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you practiced?
So 2017, I went to write my entrance exams at the WAEC. Is it the one at Shashi? The WAEC office? This Shashi or, I think there's a WAEC.
There's one around.
No, Shashi, that should be GTech.
Okay, I
Ghana
think,
Tertiary Education Council.
yes, I went to write
Yeah.
my entrance exam there, and I passed, and I was posted to Ashaman Senior High School to go
okay.
and teach music.
Ashasek.
Yeah, so right that period, I took the bold decision to switch and start blogging. So I never stepped my foot there in the school, but
But
I'm
why
literally
blogging?
teaching.
Where did that come from?
I love social media so much, and I had accumulated some numbers. And my friends will call me and say, Kobe, you know, you read music, you can critique music, entertainment, and all that. So that's where the energy came from. So I started blogging, and at a point, I think 2 years after, I told myself that in the space, nobody's actually looking at, the bloggers, nobody was looking at societal issues, developmental issues, humanitarian issues. So let me just switch and just move full time into social issues, and the rest has been history.
What was it like when you started? Because I doubt you had as many people blogging as we do now. So what was it like for you, and how did you finally settle on exactly what it is you wanted to do within the blogging space?
From inception, it was quite different, because when I came through, I came with the ideology of standing for positivity. At that time, where sensationalism and gossiping, you know, was all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, and I came in, people were like, the opposite, you're different. Who are you? Those who want to invite you for event, they will invite you. Those who don't want to associate.
Yeah.
And some who will say that, please share this content with Kobe, and I'll tell them that I have standard, I have values, I'm not going to do this. So it was actually tough for me.
How did you sieve through all the material that was coming your way?
My mindset. My mindset, I had to look at a bigger picture. And I told myself that even though my colleagues are getting money there everywhere, there's something that I want to achieve, which will take a while. You know, just like going to the Galamsey sites, you know, how the processing gold goes through. For it to become the gold that we know, I have to go through. And I've also read about Kwame Nkrumah and the legends, and I know what they went through to become who they are today. So I said, no, I don't have to go through those shortcuts. I want to be appreciated for something. I want, when the name Kobe Che is mentioned, I'll be able to enter into rooms that nobody can. You know.
What was the picture that you were seeing ahead of you? What did you want to become? What did you want to change?
I wanted parents to feel free to allow their children to glance through social media without any hesitation. Because I had gathered a lot of feedback, parents saying that social media is toxic. I'm not going to allow my children to go into blogging. And I was scared. You know, I walk into rooms where I can get huge money, and, you know, the marketing managers will come and say that we don't want to work with bloggers because bloggers are toxic. We don't want this. There'll be some, you know, kind of some classy events, and they will say that they don't need bloggers. And those are the rooms, the environment that they can pay big money. So I needed to get to that level where parents can say that I want my child to be a blogger. I want my children to go on Kobe Che's page, you know. I want big companies to accept the fact that we want this blogger to work with us. And as we speak, it's just amazing. I work with a lot of diplomats. The American embassy, the French embassy. Just the last few weeks, I was with the French Navy, Marine. They came to Ghana, and I was the only blogger invited to be on the sea with them.
Wow.
And a lot of corporate institutions. So, I mean, back to the question, I had to sit back, reflect, and look at a bigger picture. And everything that I had planned is now happening.
Super.
Beautiful, beautiful. We'll get into the happenings of today and how the brand name Kobe Che is rising and going everywhere. But that will be after this break. This is, of course, the Upside Down Show here on Channel One TV. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, Whitney.
Hi, Aki. How are you?
How are you? You carry your art everywhere, literally.
Everywhere,
And this is Whitney Chinyonye Ernest.
Yes.
And she is an artist.
Making
One of
a
my
good spaghetti bolognese. So that's spaghetti and a tomato sauce to go with it. We're gonna mix it up so that it's like a spaghetti jollof.
Hey. For us, old is gold. And but you guys, like, you move with the times. We meet and then we vibe and then we're friends. And if it didn't work out, we move on.
Keep
No
it
hard
pushing.
What kind of life is this? So is it that the meat is the last thing to go in?
What's cooking? Let me stir it.
No, that's not the kind. That's not the kind of work.
Please, I'm stirring. I'm stirring. What's your name?
Papa. Papa.
Oh, Fafa.
Yeah.
Right. And what's your name?
Whitney.
Whitney. Whitney.
Ernest.
Whitney.
The rest say Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Tasty Tom and Kivo Pepper.
You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show. Our guest in the house today is Kobe J, a gentleman who decided to change the whole narrative around blogging. You know, just so you know that not every blogger is interested in sensationalism, in just some quick backs here and there. Some of them actually want to go where the traditional media guys are also going, and they believe that they have what it takes. You know, just so you know that it all takes standards, principles, and patience to go through the refinery and come out shiny. Kobe, so we have followed your work, you know, I mean, with social media, it's very easy to know what people are doing. But my admiration for everything that you are doing is why you've decided I want to believe, I mean, a young husband, a young father, not concentrating on your family, deciding to embrace other children, go all out there. Sometimes I see some of the lungus and the corners that you travel.
And I see you like them.
Yes, I do.
I see your comments sometimes.
Yes, and those are the ones that, I mean, naturally I'll come and like, you know. We just want to know the motivation, what it really takes, how difficult, how easy, how are you funding all these?
Thank you. So I've come to realize that it's just my calling. And I do it so effortless. It was recently that a man, so my grandfather, I visited him some few months ago, and my granddad is 96.
Oh, he's still alive?
He's still alive. I went to do donation, and he was with me at the Amoas in the Ashanti region.
Right.
It was recently that a man said me on Facebook and said, I used to work with your granddad. Do you relate to this man? And
What's
I said,
your grandfather's name?
Alexander Kwabena. So he's also like Kobe Che Senior. It was named after him.
Okay.
So your grandfather used to move to rural communities to preach the gospel. So he was a reverend minister. And he was touching lives.
Are you very crave?
No.
Oh.
Balance.
But when you say no,
because it comes to a certain perception.
Okay.
You know, so I don't want to be boxed into that. But I'm balanced. I try to do what I'm supposed to do. So the gentleman reminded me of what my granddad was doing, and he couldn't accomplish it. Now he sees me doing it. So he didn't know I was related to the man, but just the Che. He said, do you relate to this man? I said, yes. He said, this was what your grandfather was doing. So I've come to realize that it is just my calling. Because it is just, I mean, it amazes me, a blogger like me, I move into communities, I put out stories that the community lacks potable drinking water. I put it out there, and within a space of time, people come to help. And every story, like I put out, like school children sit on the floor to study, and then people come in to help them.
Because you've earned the credibility, you've done it. You know?
So it's just my calling, you know. So I don't think about how I'm going to. Sometimes people ask me, "Are you going to get money? Are you going to, you know, build mansions?" The fact is that, my beautiful people, I don't want to be known for which car I drive.
Of course.
I don't want to be known for which mansion I'm staying in. It is irrelevant because at the end of the day, we are going to look at your portfolio and the impact that you're able to give back to society when you came to be a blogger.
Of course. Let's look at something. So you are doing so well. You go to communities trying to bring change in society and all. People have seen your work. They've recognized what you are doing. They want to reward you. They want to give you that platform. I'm not saying that that is the only platform, you know, to let people know that you are doing so well. Already people know you are doing so well. But sometimes when awards come in and when that recognition comes in, you know, it further motivates you. Why would you be nominated for
I know where you're going.
Heroes Change and then get up one day to say that I don't want to do this? Why?
First of all, I just want to acknowledge the fact that MTN is a big brand.
Yes.
And it's just beautiful for MTN as a company to acknowledge what you're doing because when you check the ecosystem, they also play a big role. So when they say Kobe Che has been nominated or Kobe Che has, you know, won the Digital Hero of the Year, it goes a long way for Ghanaians and to a larger extent Africa to know that this guy is a
great
superhero.
endorsement.
Exactly.
Yes.
However, I've never in my entire career, when you go to my house, have a lot of plaques there. None of them did I gain from voting system.
Okay.
Everybody has his or her own values and integrity that you must always make sure that you stand firm. So right from inception, when the nomination came, because I have followed MTN Heroes of Change over the years, there's nothing like a voting system. People nominate their heroes, and then the jury will select whoever they think that has done well, looking at the videos that they have. So the same thing to us, people nominated us. So I got a message that I've been nominated. I said, okay, hallelujah. And then they came back to say that because it's Digital Hero, we are going to vote on social media.
That is the only one single
Yes.
The only category
Only the
in
category,
there.
yes, because it is
Digital. Yeah.
And I told them from inception that it devalues the purpose of the thing. Because mind you, I moved into rural communities to affect change. Those people that knows my worth and want to appreciate, they are not on social media.
True.
So you don't expect me to be in a competition where people are going to vote. It means that if someone is so, loud, and me on social, I'm not so loud. I just do my work, people recognize what I do. So if somebody is not that engaging all over the place, the person is going to win over me.
And that's what is going to happen.
Wins over me because it's MTN, he set the standard.
Of course, yes.
That's number one. Number two, they said, okay, now you're going to vote. They are going to limit the voting to only Facebook. And I said, hey, this is digital. So if you want to even vote, you
use all the
platforms.
So that if my audience who follow what I do, even on Instagram, at least we can accumulate some certain number of people there. So if someone who is very loud or people follow his work on Facebook, you take the post there, the person is going to win over me. And I wouldn't want to be radical for that. And if the person wins over me, this is Ghana. It is going to rubbish everything that I've done over the years. And they said there's nothing they can do about it. And I said, you know what? Even though MTN is big, everybody recognizes it. Let me just step out in peace.
But that's some bold step,
Yes.
Wow.
Because I hold a lot of values when it comes to what I do. A lot of industry players don't work with me because there are things when they send to me, I ask so many questions.
Like who and who and who?
I mean, I can't mention names, but there are some content that they send to me. Kobe, you need to post this. You need to do this. I tell them that my audience can't relate to such content. So I beg you, no matter how huge the money is, so that's what happened with MTN, So I respect the fact that they nominated me, but the voting process, I didn't like the whole idea.
It was the process and the award modalities.
Exactly, and I stated it in my release. I didn't like it, because I don't want you to, if this is digital, and why do you even vote on impacts? How do you measure humanitarian work?
Exactly. Because, sometimes the thing is, someone might do something for someone that we probably would consider very little.
Very little.
But what
of course, the
it means for the family, for the community, for the society is way bigger than going to probably build a hospital or a school in a certain community.
Yes.
You get it? Sometimes that one visually impaired person is supposed to be the breadwinner of the family. If that person can get the eye fixed, it solves the whole town's community.
Generation.
You get it? So I get you that it's difficult to just get people who sit back just to vote, and now they are going to vote based on who I like. Okay, so it's Nana and Kobe. I like Nana, let me vote for Nana. So I get where you're.
So you were worried that's what might have happened. You would have lost out.
Not necessarily lost out, but I was always looking at the bigger picture.
Well, let's talk about something else you've been doing. I think it's wonderful. I think it's amazing. The Shine Summit.
Yes.
Tell us about the Shine Summit. Is it happening this year?
Yes, it's happening this year. August ending. The date will come. And I want to say a big thank you to your channel. Last 2 years, I came here and it was amazing. It was a bold step to accumulate. It's just different having audience on social media and then organizing an event and people getting up to dress to say, I am attending.
Sometimes you will surprise yourself,
So it was a bold statement. And looking at my brand, I told myself that I need to also symbolize something, bring a community of Ghanaian youth who are very intellectual to listen to the impactful things that I've been doing and bring speakers. So that, and I mean, you've been watching me on social media. I have a tagline that I always use, polish till you shine. Regardless of your situation, polish. to Shine. So that gave birth to Shine Summit, bringing Ghanaian youth together to educate them about social media and impact. So last 2 years, we had it at La Palm Beach. I came down from the hotel room and people didn't get to say.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is a blogger that people look down upon. People said I'm not all over the place, but I've been able to accumulate these numbers.
Physical.
Physical, like.
So what were the numbers like?
I feel the whole, the biggest auditorium at La Palm.
Okay.
The place was full, people didn't get placed. And I had Wudimai as a speaker, Willa Ray, Portia Gabo, Anthony Jemefe, Tony, Tony Anand Forsen. Tommy Anand Forsen. Yes.
Yeah, Robert Def.
When I spoke to him, he said, I've been watching you, are doing amazing, I have to come on board. Wow. So this year, we are also doing it. We announced the flyer coming soon, and I'm looking forward to see Ghanaian youth who consume intellectual conversation on social media.
We're looking forward to that as well. But
I want to invite you, please. I beg you.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to come and sit down and watch some of the documentaries, the videos that I'm doing.
Why do you think I asked?
We will.
We'll be there.
No, this year, I want you guys to come. Yes, I want you to come.
We will. But you are also now looking at Boys Life Matter. Yeah, tell us about Boys Life Matter. Well, I mean, we've said a little bit about it, but how is it going? What's the format like? What do we all have to do? So I want just like we celebrate the girl child, just like we amplify the women empowerment. I know it has its own genesis because some years ago, men were at the forefront. And so there had to be, a system to change that narrative. We had 31st Women's Movement, Her Excellency, former President, Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings, and schools, churches, they empowered that. But the mistake that they did along the way, through generations and life transition, they forgot to empower the boy child along. To carry the boys along. So we have, now you can measure it. The girls are doing well. It's still they're empowering the girl child, but the boys are suffering emotionally, psychologically. I had a message just 2 days ago, and a 17-year-old boy told me that his auntie is constantly having sexual relationship with him. And he's been crying, and the thing is killing him. Yes. Another one also said he's going through the same thing. He went to the police station to report, and the policeman said, but you they enjoy, go enjoy. Because the perception that you're a boy, you're a guy, go and enjoy. How many boys on social media, your camera guys, they are guys, how many of them can go on social media and say that a lady raped me? No. You can't. Those in senior high schools, imagine them. All guys? Yeah. They can't do that. Yeah. They can't do that. Imagine senior high school, boys going to the counseling unit to say that a lady is proposing to me, a lady is harassing me. Yeah. Your friends will even laugh at you. Exactly. Yeah. But you be young boy. This guy, they feel afraid, they like your matter, they go report. Calm. You see that thing? Yeah. And we might, from the face value, we might see it to be like a laughing, thing. Yeah. But this is things that can break the boy child entirely. True. So, number one, I think that every voices, the church, the media, schools, everybody, we must reset, the system and empower the boy child. So what exactly do we have to do? What exactly are you doing? Is it just maybe a social media campaign? Is there going to be an event? What exactly is happening? Number one, I'm doing is interviews, media, social media, trying to amplify it. I'm getting endorsements. I got the endorsement video. I'm going to get my brother. The key people in the industry or in society to add their voices. And also I'm going to do mentorship programs. And I'm going to move into the ghettos. Right. And empower these young ones. And also I've also launched a website, www.boyslivesmatter2.com, where you have your mentee and your mentor. So if you want to mentor people, you go there, register, say, okay, my name is so and so, and this is my profession. So people come and we schedule meetings, and then you empower them. Can a woman be a mentor? Yes, you can. Yeah. Okay. And I don't want women to be left out. You know why? Because you said, a lot of women, you've given birth to a girl. Yeah. I spoke to another Mark Brown and Gifty Auntie, and I said, you have beautiful girls. Yeah. Look at the training you are consciously giving them. A stubborn boy child who wasn't trained will meet them at the top. And if you come and tell her that, we'll forget about your mom. Yes.
Because they'll go to senior high schools, they'll go to the university, and the stubborn boy, I'm not dead.
All sorts of indoctrination.
Yes, and they don't have any emotional connection.
Exactly.
And those people, if they say they are going to break your heart, you. And again,
It's broken before you start.
And again, to and people also think that the rich circle are also not part. It is even more dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Because imagine taking your child, spend all this money on your child, on your girl child abroad. She will come to Afrochella. She'll come and meet the stubborn boy at Afrochella.
December in GH.
Yeah.
You know, so this is a serious conversation that I need everybody to come on board. Let's try to empower the boy child. Let's allow them to talk.
Right.
Let's allow them to come on social media, express themselves, and their emotions. You know, and the parents who must learn to tell their boy child that, hey, boy, I love you, I'm proud of you. I never had the opportunity of my parents telling me I love you before. I never. It was up until recently that through education and books and movies, now I can tell my daughters I love you. I don't come
That's so fair. That's so fair. That's a gift.
It's not you.
Say, now then. You understand?
Anyway,
Right.
So the website again,
www.boyslivesmatter2. Just go there. Yes, two. And the two is very, emphatic because two.
Yeah, two. Almost so.
Exactly.
Almost so here. You're right.
And the Ministry of Gender, your platform, people, a lot of people, your station, the class of people that they watch, they watch it.
Guys.
Ministry of Gender, we beg them.
Yeah.
They should, the balance.
Yeah.
Every initiative from Ministry of Gender is geared towards women and girls.
Including the launch of the sanitary pads.
Yeah. So what are we doing? So you want to empower the girls with sanitary pads. What are you also doing for the boys?
We'll find something for them. Maybe boxes or something.
Bobs.
Well, Kobe, thank you very much. But you are doing so well. You are doing amazing. Thank you for impacting on humanity. We'll support in the little ways that we can.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you too. And please just follow me on social media platform.
At Kobiche.
Yes, Kobiche, just everywhere, Let's follow blogs that produces productive, just like your station. City and Channel One. Yes. One of the things that I must commend you guys is that there's no. I used to speak to Kwame Daddy back then.
Okay.
And I said, I listen to you guys every day because there's no sensationalism.
We don't have time for that. No, we don't do that.
As I was secretly going to say,
oh.
Like when I look at your productions, the kind of content you churn out, you guys will be around for a very long time.
Amen. We accept that. Thank you very much, Kobe. Well, so we are going to be around for a very long time, and we don't intend to leave anytime soon. This is the Outside Our Show. We'll be right back.
Curious about what's happening beyond your borders? Beyond Borders takes you there. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m., join Caleb Kuda as he explores the stories that shape our world, connecting you with Ghanaians in other cultures and seeing the world through their eyes.
So if you learn to one thing, you leave your shoes outside. Wow.
Tuesday, I won't go to Ghana dressed in a Lacoste. I would
as director of operations.
From international politics to the human stories that define nations, Beyond Borders brings you a fresh perspective of Ghanaians around the world, one conversation at a time. Beyond Borders with Caleb Kuda airs Wednesdays at 7 p.m. only on Channel One TV.
Oh boy, it's been amazing so far, and it keeps getting better from here on. Listen, we know that the angels reside in the heavens, right? But here on earth, there are angels that are doing amazing stuff. And I think one of such angels is Kobiche. I don't know if maybe his color, no way, make a doubt.
But we don't know the color of the angels.
But, okay, well, so we'll take it that he's a
black angel. I know I'll meet an angel my complexion, so guy.
Very well. Yeah. Very well. Then Kobiche, you're an angel on earth. But guess who's got an angelic voice?
Guy.
Who sings like an angel?
Oh,
They said Gabriel carries a trumpet. Angel Gabriel, but there's an angel that comes ahead of him when he's blowing the trumpet.
There are times that I like the speedy stuff and the crazy music and stuff. But most of the time, I like something soothing, something not
the fagging.
noisy.
Yeah,
You
the
know, something that,
fagging.
I mean, you can meditate, you can
to me,
think, you
speak
can
to me, to
talk
your
to the
music,
soul and
baby.
all that.
Yeah.
You know, don't scream, you don't have to shout, you know,
Yeah.
and all that. So when you have people like that who are doing it just like, I mean, it works for me. Any day, anytime, anywhere, it really works for me. That's why I super love the tunes that we had.
Oh
beginning
yeah,
of the show.
oh yeah, oh yeah, and she's simply amazing. She's wonderful. Well, enough chatter. Let's bring her in. Let's speak to her, the Rama Black.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
What's your secret?
My secret?
Yeah, to that voice. How'd you keep it? How'd you
Oh,
maintain it?
I'm gonna do mommy.
Are you a lover girl?
I'm actually romantic.
Oh,
course,
okay.
we feel it. Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, but you sing so beautifully.
Yeah.
Thank
How long
you.
have you been doing this?
Professionally, I would say 6 to 7 years.
And unprofessionally all your life?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the bathroom episode.
Exactly. You know? yeah. How's the journey been?
Crazy, yeah. But
Tell us
I mean,
about
so
it.
far so good. I mean, I'm having a blast now. So I recently released my EP, which is being distributed by Uprise Music, and
Okay.
they just love the EP so much they decided to organize a media tour for me. So
Wow.
yeah, so far so good. I'm having a blast on the media tour, and I'm really happy to meet you guys today.
Yeah. How many songs are on the EP? What's the
So
title of the EP?
the title of the EP is Assassinum.
Assassinum.
Yes,
I like it. Can I ask how old you are?
I'm 30 years old.
So you see, you know what I'm asking?
Why?
I'm getting palm wine music when you sing. I'm getting the typical indigenous Ghanaian high life when you sing. Then there's the modernization of all this, what you people call the Afrofusion, Afrobeat, and all that.
Yes.
That's what I'm asking.
Well, the influence of the indigenous music came from the University of Ghana because I
Okay.
actually studied music. I'm still in school.
Wow.
I studied music in school. I'm doing my PhD now in ethnomusicology. So that's where the influence comes from when it comes to indigenous music. But from the other influences, it came from when I was growing up because I listened to Celine Dion. I love.
Wow.
I mean, I listen to all those people. I mean, I'm a global person. So that's where I would want my music to reach eventually on the global platform. So that's where it started from. And the EP has 5 tracks. Assassinum.
That's the title of the EP.
EPS. So I put it out to celebrate the Heritage Month.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
beautiful.
so it's all Palmine music. It's all Palmine music, yes. But I have a cover on it, a cover of Obrafo's Kwame Nkrumah song.
Oh, okay.
So
Can you
that's
just do it?
Yeah.
2 lines B of that on the guitar? Yeah.
sure. I'll just sing it.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
Chedian pon kwame ensa.
Yeah.
Osonia sasia ensa.
Yeah.
Nana no mo sama for ensa. Ye Kwame Nkrumah pa ye.
Yeah.
Chedian pon kwame ensa.
Yeah.
Osonia sasia ensa. Nana no mo sama for ensa. Ye Kwame Nkrumah pa ye. Ghana fwe.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Also, Bravo heard it.
I hope so.
Oh, but that is super, super awesome. But are you thinking of going to the classroom sometime?
The classroom.
You go back to teach?
Well, I'm actually a graduate assistant. Actually.
Oh, okay. So what be you?
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You didn't come to play.
Oh,
At all. But I mean, from your perspective, how do you find our music industry now?
Well, being a lady in the music industry, I mean, I haven't had so much experience when it comes to meeting people, like, should I say the people in the industry that actually make things happen. Maybe it's because I always want to be in my corner. I'm actually doing music because I love music. Yes. And the whole media thing and the whole money thing comes as a bonus, and it's very good actually. But I'm doing music because I want to do music, not because I want to be famous. I want to be famous for my music, not for yeah, but I mean, because I haven't really met many people, I hear a lot of ladies complain that the industry is tough on them, and so you need to be extra tough, you need to be extra this to be able to break through and all that. But I don't think I'm facing that because maybe it's because of how my music journey started. Because I wasn't, like I said, because I like to keep to myself, I wasn't going out to perform. I would just stay in the bathroom and sing. But then I just, when I came to University of Ghana, I came to meet the music courses, and then it started bringing me out of my shells.
So what do you want to do, you know, in terms of
With all
career?
these talents.
What, Because you want to still keep to yourself and all that, but what do you want
I mean,
to
that's
do?
what I'm saying, because like you see, I was telling you, you told me how the journey has been. I told you it's been crazy, because I put the EP out without any expectation. But then I'm on a media tour, and I think it's crazy. So I think things come when it's supposed to. I believe in time in it. So I think it's coming because maybe I deserve to be heard. That is what I think. Yeah.
How did you come by the deal with Uprise?
I saw Uprise, I saw the advertisement on social media, and a friend also recommended that he distributes their music on their platform. So I just decided to distribute with them. And before that, I had been doing everything by myself. I would just go online and find other streaming platforms to upload my own music. But then I thought I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to send my music to somebody and do the work. So they did a very amazing job. And then all of a sudden, I got the call that we're organizing a media tour for you, which was amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So in the next 5 to 10 years, where will we find you?
Oh,
in a classroom, teaching, or
touring the world.
on tour,
Well, that's the thing.
or a combination of everything?
Yes, so that's the thing. Because I'm a music student, I'm teaching and learning ethnomusicology. I get to have conferences. I get to do presentations on a lot of platforms in different countries. So I think it's going to be a merge of both a performance practice-based thing. So whilst I talk about music, I talk about academics and all that. And the fact that I'm doing a performance-based research, so it's going to be performing and talking and all that. And the Assassinium, actually, the song on the EP, the Assassinium itself, it's actually born out of a research project, which is talking about music and the environment. So the idea was to be able to interpret music to educate people to take care of the environment because of this whole environmental things we're having recently. So Assassinium on the EP actually talks about the environment and how we can take care of it.
I mean, once you're happy, we are happy.
Oh, I'm happy.
We wish you all the best. We appreciate what you're doing. It's beautiful. We love it.
Thank you.
Go out there and go follow, okay? Rama Black.
Yes, Rama Black.
Rama Black. Everywhere, right?
Everywhere on all
and the
social
music
media
is
handles.
also everywhere on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
So go check out her music, all right?
Yes.
Go follow her.
But Rama,
stream
what's her real
music.
name?
Irame Japan. That's my name.
Irame Japan.
Yeah. So the Rama comes from the Irama, and the black just stands for me being a black girl.
A strong black woman, huh?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, thank you so much. We wish
Thank
you
you
well,
too.
and hopefully we'll come and watch your concert somewhere. Maybe
Definitely.
Brussels or
Amen. Yeah.
Berlin or something.
Why not?
Sure.
Yes. I would like to sit in one of your sessions.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
All righty. But people, I mean, you know what it is. All good things must come to an end, right? We hate to do this. I, for one, hate to do this because when I'm parting ways with you guys, it's like it's like me wearing an afro, which doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I knew you'd react to that. All right, it's time to go. We gotta go. Thank you so much for staying with us. The name stayed the same. We don't change. Call me Nana24, and as always, be kind to your mind.
And I'm Femi Odunyamin. Thank you very much for staying with us. See you next time.